Hello and welcome to Happy Handicrafts. Guess what? We're starting a new handicraft and I'm so excited about it. Our newest handicraft is going to be, drumroll please, brushwork. Brushwork is where we lay down some foundational skills for watercolor painting, which I have wanted to learn my entire life. The goal of brushwork is to learn the basics, like how to handle and control a brush, how to load a paintbrush, and how to maneuver a brush on paper. These are all very valuable skills that students will eventually use when progressing on to watercolor painting. Throughout this craft, we'll be referencing the book Brushwork, Elementary Brush Forms by Marion Hudson. This book was originally published in 1903 around the time of Charlotte Mason. Now, I don't believe this book was specifically used by Charlotte Mason, but it is considered to be an excellent resource for those wanting to learn watercolor or for those of us who follow the Charlotte Mason homeschool method. Now, I used to teach brushwork at a Charlotte Mason co-op that we used to attend, and I'm here to tell you it's not as easy as it looks. It takes a lot of practice. So we'll go over a lesson here, but then it's your job to practice that lesson at least once more during the coming week. Lesson number 1 focuses on the brush. We've chosen a size 6 round for this lesson. Obviously, it has 2 ends, the bristles and the handle. When using our brush on a 1-inch grid paper, you'll see that the bristle is about 1/2 inch. We're going to paint in just a second, but first I want to show you how to hold your brush. Your brush should be held vertically, straight up and down. Only your little finger should be touching the paper. Its purpose is to stabilize the hand. As you paint, move your arm from the shoulder, not the elbow. When you're ready, place a pea-sized amount of paint onto your saucer and mix it with a small amount of water with your brush. Then fill the brush with color and begin to lay it onto the grid, similar to the pattern in the book. Now before you're done, you want to make sure that your paintbrush is properly cleaned. Most of the time, swishing it in water will be all it needs. Just be sure to remove all paint, ensuring that the water runs clear. Once they're washed, reshape the bristle with your fingers and store them lying flat on a napkin to dry after each use. And that concludes our first brushwork lesson. I don't know about you, but what I learned is that I need to do a lot more practice before my next lesson. Thank you for joining us for this new handicraft, and I hope to see you in our next video.